Hey guys, welcome back to our channel and our video. So the last couple of weeks, we've been talking about cats and stuff, but this week it's kind of like the girls have been searching for transportation and housing in our travel to Thailand. So we got about 45 days before we get on our first plane. But today, I just want to let you guys, or listening to them and how they got on the phone and the computer and did all the fun stuff that I don't like to do.
Good morning. Yes, it's still morning. So you got a nice little introduction from Samchai this morning. We're gonna circle back and look at our discussions on transportation and what our final decisions were. And then we're gonna talk about our housing search and what we found and where we are in the process.
So obviously we've talked a little bit already about like our flights and how we were going to get there. And since that point, I know we've made a couple changes to the actual route that we're going to take to get there. We were going to have a pretty long drive from here to Washington, and then from Washington to Vancouver, and then from Vancouver to Thailand. But then we realized, hey, it'll be winter, so maybe we don't do that. And we were able to find a flight from from Chicago to Vancouver. So now we've cut our flight or our drive time down to like 6 hours rather than 36.
Yeah. So I did some checking into Air Canada and found out that they do have flights to leave from Chicago and go straight to Vancouver, which is good for us because once again, they'll let us have the cats in the cabin. It cost us $50 per cat to get them in. It's the same. It's actually less regiment just to go into Canada because all you have to do is just have their vaccines. You don't have to have those special certificates and all that stuff. And actually, all told, renting a car from here to Chicago and then taking the flight, renting a car in Vancouver and going to the hotel actually comes out to about the same cost it would have been to do the same thing driving. So we're not spending more money and it's less time and less headache. And we have an extra day or two here to wait for those certificates to come from the USDA, just in case it's like last minute. So.
And I think we added in last time, but the schedule, the timeline for the USDA certificates is very tight. Like we're going to the vet on the 5th and then we're leaving here the 8th. So we have like that very short amount of time for them to send it out and then overnight it back to us.
Correct. And then the next subject is our housing. So between Samchai, Savannah, and I, we've been looking at Foswas, which is a real estate, not a brokerage, but it's kind of like almost a marketplace, I guess, for real estate and rentals. And then the other one is called Property Scout. And once you put an interest into a property, then you start getting communications from different reps with those different companies. And we found, I ran across one pretty good one with Foswas and one pretty good one with Property Scout, which actually the Property Scout guy, Tan, he's been awesome. He's on top of everything.
He's messaging us at times where I know he should be asleep.
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah. But then he's also messaging us at, 3 o'clock in the morning too, which is 3 o'clock in the afternoon their time. But he actually took the time, went to a property, took a video, took pictures, talked to the owner, assured us that she would let us reserve the property for 1 month's rent to hold, which
even though we won't be there for a while,
which will actually be applied to the full deposit and first month's rent that we have to pay starting January 1st. We did concede to just making the lease start January 1st, even though we're not arriving till the 14th, because it'll make it easier in the long run. We're not, leaving in the middle, April 14th next year.
Yeah.
Instead, we're leaving at a different,
by leaving,
year,
she means if we decide to move somewhere different.
Right. In a year from January 1st, we're not going to be like moving January 14th. We're going to be moving out December 31st. So that makes it easier for the landlord in that situation. The tan was great. He's sent me copies of what the lease looks like. He sent me copies of what the electric bills look like for the last 6 or 8 months. He's talked to the owner. Originally, the condo has 2 bedrooms, but it also had a bed in the living room, which I'm sure for bigger families and the affordability of the condo, that probably worked because they had extra bed space. But for us, we really didn't need it. We just want a couch. And so we asked, could they remove the couch or remove the bed? And they said yes. And I said, we want to get a couch that's going to fit all of us. Well, the next thing I know, he sends me a picture. The landlord has removed the bed and she put a couch in. So
they're really responsive and really, really accommodating.
Yes, very accommodating. And then January 1st, they'll send us the lease to sign off on. We'll send them, basically it's 1 month's rent, and then 2 months rent is the deposit. So it's about $3,000, I think. So our rent is going to be $1,100. We'll be on the ninth floor, in the middle of everything Bangkok.
It's an older complex. It's not like one of the luxury ones you like to see in all like the condo tours and stuff. But
and it's not even like a remodeled condo, but it's something that we can make our own.
Yeah, and it has a lot of space. For being an older condo, you have a lot more space. Obviously we've got the cats. They have to have room to run back and forth because the 1-bedroom apartment right now, they are running back and forth constantly. So we got to have a little extra room for them. But it's older. It's, it definitely feels more lived in. And for me, that makes me feel more comfortable. I don't want it to be all nice and pretty. And then I go in there and I'm like, what if I mess it up? Oh my gosh.
Well, I feel like it's more of a traditional style. It's got beautiful wood floors and, it's on the 9th floor. It has 2 little balconies, one in the master bedroom and then one in the living room. So you've got space. And when you look out, you're looking out at all the...
Like over the highway.
Over the highway, but then at the city of Bangkok.
You can see all the buildings and all the lights. I like the thought of looking out over the highway and seeing just life being lived.
Yeah, and there's like a billboard right out there that like plays the little, like the videos, like if you look big at
that would sound terrible to a lot of people. That sounds great to me. It sounds really fun.
It's pretty cool.
I have billboards outside of my balcony right now, and like I just like to look and see how they change, and I think that's fun.
Yeah, it is. It will be fun, I think. So, but when we were searching for the condos, I was looking and, they go by square meters. So we were looking at like 59 square meters, which is essentially like 590 square feet.
On the thought of like choosing them, Dad had all this list of things that he had to have.
Right.
He wanted a on the river, like expensive on the river. He had to have a workout room and a pool and all this stuff. Well, we still have like 90% of that. We have a workout room, we have a pool.
We're actually next to a canal.
We're next to a canal, so I mean it's kind of on the river.
We can catch a water taxi still on the canal.
Exactly. But we chose kind of like a more economical one, but still has all the stuff that you want. And I bet like 90% of the condos you find out there are going to have most of that stuff, a workout room, a pool and everything. But this one just it kind of fell right into place, and I think it worked really well.
But if you look at a comparison to U.S. Costs, so the condo is right around 1,000 square feet, which I think is similar to Savannah's apartment right now. I think
I have no idea.
It's around there too, and hers is a 1-bedroom. But at any rate, it's higher square footage than a majority of what we looked at. It does have a pool. It has a gym. It has a sauna. There's a little shop.
There's a shop downstairs. We don't have a 7-Eleven downstairs, but there's one very close.
Yeah, but this little shop, you can, we're talking about like as soon as we get there, if there's little
if we need like toilet paper or shampoo or any of that stuff, it's all right there. We just have to go downstairs or upstairs.
And it's within like a kilometer's walk to
all the malls.
Train.
The trains, all the malls. It's right in the middle of the city.
Yeah.
We were talking about the canals right there. Actually, if you walk down and around, that canal is a pier. It's a stop for the canal boats. So it's just like another public transport that you can take if you really wanted to.
So I'm sure for a lot of people that they don't like the city life, that's something that
it is going to be a change, because obviously we live close to a city right now. Nothing nothing
Right.
like the kind of city that we're going to be going to.
And most
so.
of the time, our transportation is jumping in a car or a truck.
Yeah,
it's
and
not
having to
getting
drive.
on a train or
Yeah, exactly.
getting a Uber or whatever.
Yeah, for me, the thought of being able to like walk outside and walk 10 minutes and I'm at like a giant mall is really crazy. I could get outside and walk 30 minutes and get to a very tiny mall. So, you know, it's different.
Yeah. So I'm not a big fan of big cities, but it's a new adventure for me. And
I've already said
we'll,
you have to do it. You
Oh,
have
yeah.
to experience it.
Yeah.
So
and I'm good with that. I'm in agreement. I think, you know, you have to experience all different parts of the country. So, so that's a setup for the condo. We've signed a reservation. We put a deposit down, which is it's 38,000 baht, which, like I said, comes up to right around $1,100, depending on the day and the exchange rate and those kind of things. Tan has already figured out the internet for us. The owner's already got some internet in there, so we're just going to pay her, which it comes out to like 700 baht, which I can't remember.
It's a really small amount.
It's a small amount.
It's also faster internet there than I actually have here for the apartment.
I could literally pay the internet for 12 months and it's less than $300 for the whole. And if you look at here, it's what, $40, $50, $60 a month.
Yeah, it's
just
a lot,
for the internet. Yeah. So I think as far as the condo goes, that's where we're at. We'll do another like digital signature on the lease on January 1st, and then Tan is going to meet us at the apartment complex or the condo complex when we arrive off our plane. And that's another thing, transportation wise. I actually found a company that it's kind of like a VIP service. When you arrive at the airport in Bangkok, there's going to be somebody waiting for us. Once we get off the plane and walk inside the building, they're going to have a sign. You know how you see those commercials with the signs with the name of the people.
It'll have our name on it.
Yeah, so they're going to meet us there with a golf cart and help us get all of our luggage from the thing, walk us through immigration and all that good stuff. So we have somebody who's used to doing it, knows how it needs to be done, will get us to where we need to go as far as the cats go. And the price includes a van, which will drive us to the complex, help us get our luggage out, that good thing. It's not cheap, but in my opinion,
worth it.
Definitely
We've never
worth.
been there. We don't know what to do. So having somebody who knows exactly what to do.
Well, and on top of, I don't have to figure out how to find the transportation to the place. It's all taken care of.
We're not going to ride Grabs, over to the hotel with our cats and everything.
Yeah. So it's actually a decent sized van. Everything's going to fit, so it's all set up. He'll meet us at the complex and make sure we've got our keys. And I think everything is facial recognition. So they'll probably have to get all our pictures for all the security and that type of thing. We'll probably walk through the condo, make sure everything is acceptable. And if there's anything that we need to address at that point, we will.
So have to make a really quick Lazada or Shopee order for like cat litter and cat litter boxes. Yeah. Because that'll be the first thing we want to do is get the cat set up safely somewhere.
Right. Yeah. So I maybe even something that I'll do a day in advance or something and ask him to have someone just grab it, maybe sit in the door or whatever. So so we've got all that taken care of. And Savannah's going to put Tan's name, email address,
in case you need a really good person to help.
So if you're interested in anything, looking for a place in Bangkok, he was extremely helpful, even for properties that weren't on Property Scout. Like I shared like pictures from Vazwaz to him, and he just checked into them for us. Not putting anybody else down, but the other people that we communicated with kept saying, "Oh, you need to wait until November or December to start looking for a place, because that's when everybody starts giving the 30 days notice, et cetera, et cetera." But we started seeing more and more of them coming up that were saying they were going to be available either December 31st or January 1st.
Yeah, a lot of them were starting to pop up.
Yeah, and we weren't getting any communication from a majority of the people who were supposed to be looking for these properties for us. As a matter of fact, I was communicating more with them, sending them the properties we were interested in, and then I just get an email back that said, "Oh no, it's not available we won't know till this date. And then it's amazing how I haven't been communicating with them, and they've not made any point to, like, the ones that aren't even aware that we found a place. They still haven't like communicated at all since I stopped sending them emails or sending them WhatsApp messages. They're not even communicating with us.
And Tan's like, hey guys, how's it going? Constantly.
Yeah. So, and I've made a point, just because you're always a little nervous that
You're
the person you're talking
or something.
But I've made a point to like kind of just stay in communication with him, and he responds quickly, and his email checks out. The copy of a blank lease that he sent me, it comes straight from Property Scout. So I have a lot of confidence that everything's good. We sent him a little gift for helping us out. He was going to take a little vacation, so we sent him a few baht to take with him on his trip. So and we'll definitely going to take care of him when we get there, because we really feel like he, considering we're thousands of miles away, and we could be anybody just like he could be anybody.
And we're also 12 hours time frame wise off.
Yeah. So he's
everything that we're doing, all of it, at any time, we're going to have different, there were multiple nights where Mom and Dad, I would wake up and I would hear them talking about something. It was like 3 or 4 a.m. It's because that's like, when he's working.
Hey, he just sent us this property. What do you think about it? That kind of thing. And then also he's responding back to messages that's like, 11 o'clock at night for him and 11 o'clock in the morning for us. So he's up. He seems like he's a younger guy. Maybe he just, he's got a night like that. Yeah. So, but I mean, he did make a point communication wise to really help. So we're definitely recommending him for anyone who is interested in looking at moving, or, even if it's 6 or 8 months, he may be able to find you a partial, like a 6-month lease on something if you just want to give it a try. But he's done a great job, and we're going to continue to stay in communication, and most likely try to use him when we're looking for something when we move from Bangkok to our next location next year. So so the only thing right now that's still on our list that we're waiting on is we'll have to get those certificates from the vet. I'm getting ready to submit all the information for the pet permits. You couldn't do them more than 60 days out from the travel.
So those are next.
When we get much closer to time, then we have to do our digital
arrival cards. The TDEC.
Yeah. And then the big fun thing is going to be at the end of January, we're going to be moving everything out of Savannah's apartment.
At the end of December.
End of December. We're going to move everything out of Savannah's apartment, turn it over. And from January 1st to January 8th, we're going to be staying in like a Airbnb. So everything's going to be gone. Our truck is gone.
We're going to be living out of suitcases.
We'll be renting if we need to do anything that requires a truck. We'll be renting a truck.
This is like the last leg of the journey where it's like we don't really have anything super huge to do. It's just kind of waiting the time out. And then it's Indiana, so everything's getting colder and gray, and we're just like, oh, where's the sun? Where's we're almost there. We're almost there.
Yeah. So we are getting down to crunch time and more. To me, yes, it's good. It's great that we're getting closer, but it's also it's still a lot, wanting everything to go the right way, and hopefully everything goes smoothly when we get there, and the travel, and so it's still a lot of things.
It's a lot of work.
It's still a lot of work and a lot of things to think about. So.
We're all stressed out, but it's working. Update on the cats while I'm thinking about it. They tolerate each other. They chase each other, but the hissing, the scared of each other is a lot less.
Martin's a little bit of a crybaby.
Martin is a crybaby. Tula will walk up to him and get close, and he will hiss and scream. What I'll call him, scream. But he's not like traumatized. No, he's just like, okay, I screamed, I'm good. And they're getting into a habit, which of course is going to be upheavaled again once we move. But at least they're getting used to each other, so hopefully they'll be pals with each other when we get into a new situation. Maybe they can lean on each other for support. So hopefully.
So I think that's about it for this update.
We got a house. We're getting ready to get out of here. everything's going good.
Yeah, it could possibly be a couple weeks before you hear from us again, since holidays are coming up.
Yeah, it was lots of holiday time, lots of
Yeah.
family, so
Yeah.
that's going to be nice.
Definitely put time into spending with family, because it could be 6, 8, 9 months before we see them again once we get to Thailand. So yeah, that's about it.
Wow. So you guys have seen the excitement or heard the excitement in the girl's voice. I'm trying to slow it down a bit. So I'm ready for the sun, the humidity, learning the language in Thailand, and getting on a good exercise routine. I'm kind of bored in Indiana here. From that, mainly this videos are for our families and friends to keep track of us. But if you stumbled on here and like and enjoy the content and want some different stuff on here, we're going to do a lot more when we get to Thailand. You can comment, you can do whatever you do on the YouTube algorithm, push the buttons. Yeah.
Like and subscribe.
There you go. All right. So happy holidays.
Happy holidays. Thank you for watching.
See you guys.